You are interviewing people now, and you want to employ somebody for a job, and the next person you're asking them is, are you giving any?
Wow.
Yes, I have. And then this last 1 year showed me shaking.
Wow.
Of having to recruit back to back.
So actually, now you're saying now that the question of whether the person has a plan to relocate is even part of an interview process.
Yes. It is.
Like HR. All right, you're welcome again back to the show, The Bridge of the Black Rider, on this episode with Joe Trish Olaoye and Adeomi Toyin Oshodi Tapa. Like I was saying before we took the break, Oshodi, why do you recommend that people with kids should leave the country? There must be a reason. What is your underlying reason for thinking that people with children should leave the country? There must be a reason.
This is tricky. I think with kids, they get to have a better environment. That's one. And then their view of life is quite different from their parents. So, okay. I have friends who have kids abroad, and then I see them speaking Konk Yoruba to them. Oh, like, why you speaking Yoruba?
Abroad?
Yes, abroad. And I'm like, they should not forget what they're coming from, right? So I understand them. So I see, and I've seen over time that the ones who have kids sort of preserve
the culture.
Pause.
Listen.
Pause.
The question is, why do you suggest that people with children should leave the country, leave Nigeria? Why?
The children have a better future.
Okay.
They don't have to. Their stress will be different from the Nigerian regular child stress, right? And I think they just have a better future. Not that the children here won't have. It just sort of gives them more opportunity.
So just because of the trajectory of the Nigerian economy right now?
No, not that. The Nigerian passport, how many countries can it take you?
Okay, that's
you mean for visa on arrival. I mean, you can get the passport to any country.
Any African country.
Any African country.
No. You can't go to any. You can go to 41 countries in the world. I know there are more
with the Nigerian passport.
Yeah, more countries are opening their borders to us now.
Oh, really?
Not.
And we're begging them not to go and shoot.
Not very.
Church.
Not very big countries. Not very relevant countries.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So you were saying something about trajectory when I asked Oshodi.
No, it's not. It's not the Nigerian. It's not the Nigerian economy would go like this and go like this until.
So in the last 8 years,
you went up. How?
No.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So
there's money in this country.
No, nobody's disputing that.
You know, but who is it favoring?
It's not.
You should answer that question.
There's money in Nigeria, but I mean, it's favoring a 1% that we don't.
But you talked about a crocodile.
Good point.
No. Are you giving up so easily?
No. So I'm not giving up so easily. But the truth is this: even when she was talking about kids leaving, it's better for kids to have kids. And right now,
So we'll talk about kids.
I don't know if I want to send my kids.
No. So that's another conversation entirely. Why? Because.
Are you answering for Trish?
Please don't say your kids yet.
I shouldn't send my kids yet, right?
Good. So no, what would you send your kids abroad?
You know why?
Change of culture, one. Secondly, the environment.
So Oshodi believes that they have a better.
Okay, let me speak for myself. Let me not speak for my kids. Yeah. Personally, for me, if I relocate to wherever I want to relocate to right now, maybe Canada, for example, I'm starting all over again.
You see that starting over again is a lot of headache.
Yes, it's a puzzle in my head. Like, if I go to Canada right now, I'm not going to be doing what I'm doing right now. Do you understand?
Because you have to take their courses.
You have to take their courses. They don't recognize you as an entity that is involved in that business. You have
business
to start
of music production.
Let me take myself as an example of media. Do you understand? Of production, the audiovisual production. You have to start all over again. And one of the options I have, I don't really have any certification in any other field. I studied. Yes, I'm self-taught, and I studied accounting in school.
I studied cinematography and photography. Photography and cinematography.
In school?
And
That's what you
journalism.
studied?
Yes, in LASU, yes.
Wow. And I studied accounting in school, and I've never done anything about accounting after I left school.
Yeah, I was an
You know.
accidental.
I think one of these days we're going to host somebody who's actually, maybe a couple of, we'll have episodes dedicated to people who have actually relocated, and they will share their, people who are honest enough to share their real experiences with us, you know. But we have maybe about 15 minutes to go on this episode. But for me, I'm going to ask you guys now, where do you see Nigeria headed? You know, because look, not many people are migrating back. See,
They're only sending money back.
No, yeah. So,
But they're sending money back.
They're sending money.
no.
Nigeria's making money from diaspora.
Listen.
Okay.
Money that they are sending back is to family members to take care of themselves or to build houses for them.
Yeah.
Or to set up some business for them, right? But talent and skill. Look, do you know how many years it takes to raise a graduate or somebody with a master's degree, right? You now train them to master's level or first degree or whatever level, they now leave the country. That talent, that accountant, that
Brain drain.
that cinematographer, move to another country. But they're not being replenished. It's not like they're coming back.
No.
So we're having people graduate, get to work for somebody. Do you mind? Bankers are leaving, doctors are leaving, but how many doctors or bankers are coming to work in Nigeria from other countries?
It's the ones who are passionate enough to come back.
What I'm even saying is that we're experiencing more of people leaving
They're coming back.
than
Yes.
coming. So we're now left with the crop of people who are just going to be graduating from school and then getting into the labor force. So experience is not there. They don't have. So how do you think this is going to affect us in the long term? I'm not even talking about short term, both in the short term and in the long term.
I think it's very straightforward to the point, because I mean, when the young leave and then the brains leave a place, what do you expect? It's disaster. It's disaster. It's like a plane that's crashing and then the pilot is asleep or the pilot is dead. You know, it's definitely going to successfully crash. And I think what might be going on in the heads of our leaders is, come on, there's always a way. They'll find a way, because that's the way. That's the body language right now, really. You know, there's always going to be a way. I mean, Nigeria has been Nigeria for how many years now? 63 years. You know, so come on. There's always going to be a way.
Do you think that people are even thinking about what
The
we are having?
effect.
Do you think
The effect
do you
of-
think-
So,
do you
so
think-
here's the thing, right? There's a brain drain happening.
How do you mean brain drain?
Yeah, brain drain, of course. I mean, the brain drain, the talents that are
The
leaving.
talent, the
okay.
people with skills are leaving, and then you are left with,
Very descriptive.
yes, you are left with people that you have to train from scratch. And it is expensive, it is painful, it is annoying. So you are interviewing people now, and you want to employ somebody for a job, and the next question you're asking them is, please, are you leaving anytime soon?
Wow.
Yes, I have. And then this last 1 year showed me shaky
Wow.
of having to recruit back to back.
So actually, now you're saying now that the question of whether the person has a plan to relocate is even part
It's
of an
part- it
interview
has to
process.
be.
Yes. It is.
Yes. Like
HR people.
No. So I had I think in June, 3 to 4 people left at the same time at my office.
The country.
Yeah, but I think they left and everybody.
Okay.
But they were already preparing to leave, right? And then I was frustrated. And an HR woman came to my office and said, "Actually, no, don't worry. It's not about you." That's the way she. Women can be very. It's not about you. It's just what's happening. I said, I said, okay. No problem. And then the next time I was going to have an interview, I had to ask the young man. And I was just smiling. I told tell me, are you living in Ghana? And the guy goes, no, not yet. I just do that in this. It's just a matter of time. Because, number one, we have Nigerian parents who cannot afford you to stay in the house and not do anything. You have to first of all go and work first before. But then people are beginning to ask you, even you that are already in business, that, what are you? I have a call and the friend says, what are you doing in that country? Kiloshie. Like, and you know when the Nigerian auntie is talking to you, they're like, Jakori,
She's out of the country.
She's out of the country already. And I'm like, so what's gonna happen to this young one? And that's where my but my question is, so what's gonna happen to this one? So I'm left with, and it's, when I mean brain drain, it's as bad as young people not knowing how to copy and paste.
Wow. Really?
No. This happened. Copy and paste. They don't know how to upload on YouTube. So that brain drain is bad.
Wow.
And they don't even know how to open an email. I'm not exaggerating. And you have to calmly now teach, because with and it's not a Gen Z thing, but with a lot of people coming into the workforce, there's a tone and manner in which you would address them, because the ones who want to go legit, you have to find a way to calm them down.
When you say legit, what in what sense?
So I'm having a conversation with some ladies, and they're like, a lot of young girls don't want to work. Young girls and young men don't want to work. And they're like, if I can use my body
to get money
for 70,000 naira in one night, why should I come and wait at the end of the month to come and collect 70k?
Yeah.
So you're wondering, okay, so how do you begin to engage?
That's another conversation, another podcast.
Right?
Yeah, sincerely speaking.
But see, for the ones who are willing to work, it takes a level of grace to say, okay, they want to work, and okay, so this is the rule. So you are now, you know, when your favorite uncle is talking to you, you know that your favorite uncle is talking to you with a very nice tone, nice body language. You're like, okay, so I like this person is willing to teach me, but do we have the patience to teach the ones that are coming? You talked about Nigeria, the leaders of Nigeria knowing that it's Nigeria, be fine. You need to go to universities to find out what is going on.
That's another.
No. So is that a zeal to work? And what can be freelance? What can be, and even the ones that are coming and like, okay, so do you want to work? And you're now beginning to ask them, what's your why?
We'll take a very quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, so welcome to the last segment of this particular podcast. And the question that I have for Joe, Trish, Olaoye, and Oshodi.
Oshodi is fine.
Tapa.
Adewumi.
Is what do you guys think will restore hope in Nigerians? Because I know one of the reasons why people are leaving is simply because they feel there's no hope.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think a lot of people are leaving because they want a better quality of life.
Yeah.
It does not matter the sacrifices they have to make. You're talking about a couple who traveled and have not had time to have sex with each other.
Yeah.
Simply because they've been busy.
Yes.
That is a sacrifice. And people are willing to. What is sex? You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I mean,
yes.
If you can get what you want. And I think people are living because they can live. They live in a place where they are at peace. They are not worried that somebody will come and smash their windows in. They are not worried that last man will stop them and tell them they followed one way when they follow us.
Yes.
They are not worried that the policeman will stop them and say, hey, shine light in their
this
eyes.
like I said, I have an uncle in Canada, and one day was going to work, and I said, there is no gate, there is no IRS gate. The man looked at me, I was laughing, and then he went outside and showed me the environment. And it's like, everybody. I said, you don't lock your door. He said, no, then you can't lock your door, there's nothing.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa. I said, okay.
So imagine
safety.
You're talking about quality of life.
Yes.
It's just I think people are living because they're tired.
Yeah. I'm tired.
And I think
I want a vacation.
Look, I actually just want to give Nigeria one more try at something.
Just remember me that try.
So there's an experience I want to share here to just address your point. I was in Delta State for some months this year, and one day I was driving with a friend of mine, and we passed a bridge, and down that bridge you can see this water body. Like it's supposed to be a river, but it's like it's almost dried up. And then I saw some 13-year-olds, 15-year-olds, about 50 of them.
Those are nations.
There by the riverside, just down the bridge, and then there was a native doctor in front of all of them. About 2 or 3 of them was already in the water, and then he was performing some kind of ritual.
15-year
Teenagers, young chaps, you know. And
But what could this be about?
yeah,
And it's not baptism.
Quality
It's not
of
like
life.
water
It's not water baptism. It's not.
Are you sure?
It's poverty. Everything is driven by poverty. They want a better life. They want a better life, you know, and that's why they are going through every means. If they go legit, they will be nowhere. They will suffer. And that's why they are going the route that they're going. Let's tell ourselves the stark truth. You understand? If they go legit, where are they even going to start from? Who is going to educate them? What kind of education system do we even have? It's decayed.
In such a way that if the road is good, it's motorable for all of us. I was coming here. Lasma, is it Lasma or FRSC that used to be on the road that would be doing stop and stop? They were not
Control
there, and
traffic.
we all became mad set of people driving into one another. Right? It's first not that the government, they always get.
Look, Oshodi, let me say my own. I'm going to end this with my own.
Because-
my own thing.
It's your stage.
You see, this is my
It starts from leadership for me. I have to say
leadership,
it.
everything. Like
Where's
Reverend Sam
leadership
said.
coming from?
Listen.
No, we don't want to have
Listen.
that conversation.
No. Listen.
We don't want to have this conversation today.
On this one, I'm going to differ. I don't know whether Reverend Sam Adeyemi is the one that originally made this statement, but it was him I heard say it.
Okay.
Everything rises
And ends with
and
leadership.
falls on leadership.
Yes, Sam.
Look, even those that Switzerland, that Canada you're traveling to, that London,
Yes.
if the government did not enforce systems,
Yes.
and put punitive measures for people who break those systems into place, they will be inhabitable. So you see that nylon that is blocking the drain, everything. When leaders
That's true.
are demonstrating a wrong example, you expect everybody to not be, oh, we're going to be nice.
So I want to agree with you. There's some buildings that have been demolished around the Butimeta. So I didn't even know. I got a call that Oshodi, are you safe and all of that as we wrap up.
And while this demolition at first place,
No.
in fact, that's another
So
topic for
houses
another
need to
day.
go. And then there's this house and they've circled this that. I was about leaving.
Where was the government when they were building that
Wait,
structure?
no, those are old generation
Very
houses.
good. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Where was the government when they were building those structures?
We were talking about leadership, and they had ex the house that it was
Falls
going
back
to be
on
demolished,
leadership.
and then they went to go and bribe some set of people,
And they
that
left it.
and they left it.
Anyway,
So-
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us on this episode of The Bridge with the Black Rider. I'm so happy because the people that have been, I'm so lucky, so blessed, so everything. The people that have been coming on this show, on these episodes are my friends. They are good people. They are knowledgeable people. They are passionate people, and I've just been so blessed, to have the guests that I've had so far, and I'm looking forward to better episodes, with better people.
Well done.
Thank you very much for joining us. And Oshodi and Trish are going to be on with us again sometime next week.
Maybe.
Have a fantastic evening, guys.
All right, thank
We
you.
love you.
Bye.
Fight you with a change.